There's a kind of poison that doesn't come in a bottle. It walks, talks, smiles, and sometimes calls you bro. And if you're not careful, it won't just blow your vision. It'll slowly cut your future out from under you. This isn't about hate, it's about defense. Not everyone deserves access to your inner circle. Some people aren't support, they're disguised chaos, friendly poison. They won't stab you in the back. They'll just sit beside you long enough for your standards to quietly die. If you're serious about mastering your mind, building a disciplined life, and walking the path of a modern-day Stoic warrior, then this is non-negotiable. Cut the wrong people early, or they will silently kill your future. Let's break down the first types of people you must eliminate or keep at a cold distance if you want to protect your discipline, clarity, and sanity. 1. The endless critic they don't build. They break, you show them. Progress, they show you flaws. Not because they care, but because your growth reminds them of their own stagnation. They have no art, no results, no scars, just complaints dressed up as opinions. This person will drain your momentum dry. You'll start questioning your pace, your path, your vision. But remember, critics don't enter battlefields. Warriors do not keep moving. Leave them in the bleachers. The constant doubter, you tell them your goal. They laugh. You share your plan. They shrug. You speak your vision. They call it unrealistic. Their doubt isn't logic, it's fear. And fear spreads fast. Seneca once said, "We have plenty of time, but we waste most of it." The doubter ensures you waste yours by making you second-guess your instincts. They don't understand that belief is a weapon, and misplaced doubt, that's betrayal. The Stoic mind sharpens in silence and conviction, not in crowds of cowards. So, here's the rule: if someone doesn't clap for your small wins, they don't deserve a front row seat at your final victory. 3. The toxic optimist, they smile too much. They ignore the storm. They say everything happens for a reason, while you're drowning in flames. They think positivity is a personality. It's not, it's a tool. And when misused, it becomes a weapon. Epictetus warned, it's not things that disturb us, but our opinion about them. Toxic optimism sounds peaceful until reality punches you in the face, and they vanish. They avoid pain, dodge truth, and call it high vibration. But you're here to face the storm, to sharpen your edge inside it. Stay away from fake light. It blinds more than it guides. For the time leech, they always want to hang. They just need 5 minutes. Then they turn hours into ash. They always just need 5 minutes. But those minutes turn into hours, and those hours, they burn away your deep work, your training, your peace. Here's the truth: they don't value time because they don't value themselves. And if you let them in, your life becomes their playground. Your schedule becomes their trash bin. Your goals rot quietly in the background. A Stoic knows time is the only currency that never refunds. You don't get to replay this life. So ask yourself, would Marcus Aurelius skip training to entertain a bored rant? Would Musashi cancel sword practice to scroll with the village fool? Of course not. You're not a therapist. You're not a babysitter. You're building something. Protect your minutes like their blood, because they are. 5. The havoc seekers. Some people are addicted to adrenaline, not from the gym, not from real battle, but from drama. They thrive on chaos. They breathe gossip. They're not happy unless someone's fighting, crying, or breaking down. And here's the trick: they pull you in slowly. It starts with, "Did you hear what he said?" It ends with your mind filled with noise and your peace shattered like glass. They live on distraction, and distraction is the enemy of discipline. As the Stoics taught, if you seek tranquility, do less. The havoc seeker lives the opposite. So if you see the red flags, run. Because if they can't find drama, they'll create it. Stay long enough, and you'll forget what peace even feels like. 6. The forever wrong, they're always the victim. Every job, a bad boss. Every breakup, a toxic ex. Every fallout, never their fault. They don't want growth, they want sympathy. And the worst part? They'll use your empathy against you, a sword made of guilt. But here's the Stoic truth: You're not responsible for someone else's refusal to evolve. They'll drain your energy, your logic, and your emotional capacity. They don't grow because they've built a comfort zone out of blame. You can't fix them. You can only distance yourself or risk becoming like them, powerless, bitter, and blind to your own flaws. 7. The excessive indulger. They live for pleasure, not just weekends. Every single day. Every story is about the next high, the next party, the next girl, the next distraction. And if you're not careful, you'll start to believe that comfort is the goal of life. But it's not. Comfort is the graveyard where warriors are buried. Seneca warned, the body should be treated more rigorously so it may not disobey the mind. But the indulger trains their body to be a slave to every craving. They'll tempt you with indulgence dressed as freedom. They'll make discipline look like prison. But here's the truth. Pleasure is a tool. Overuse it, and it becomes your prison. You're not here to chase comfort. You're here to become fire, and fire doesn't survive by bathing in water. After the indulgent and chaotic, now come the ones who don't scream or sabotage outright. They silently corrode your clarity, one conversation at a time. 8. The gossip monger. They smile, they lean in, they whisper, "Don't tell anyone I said this." But what they spread isn't a secret. It's public poison. It travels through whispers, texts, group chats, and fake smiles. They speak about others like their hands are clean. But don't be fooled. Anyone who gossips to you will gossip about you. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. So, when you're near this snake in disguise, don't match their filth. Just cut the cord and walk away. Gossip is soul pollution. It corrupts your focus. It turns your sharp mind into an echo chamber of other people's drama. And the worst part? It always bites back, even if your mouth stayed shut. Stay clean, stay quiet, stay far away. 9. Becoming puppet master. They're smart, charismatic, always 2 steps ahead in the conversation, but not to connect, to control. They plant seeds, they bend truth, they twist moments until you start questioning your own reality. Before you know it, you're no longer thinking for yourself. This isn't a game, it's spiritual warfare, and the puppet master plays to win. They don't need strength, they use yours against you. Stoicism teaches, own your mind. Be grounded. Be unshaken by deceit or praise. But the puppet master, they thrive on power plays. And if you don't catch it early, they'll pull your strings while convincing you you're free. Let them go. Burn the strings. Rebuild your mind brick by brick with truth, not persuasion. 10. The life force leech. They're always tired, always overwhelmed, always in crisis, and always needing you. But they don't want help. They want an audience, an energy source, someone to absorb their never-ending pain until your soul runs dry. Worse, they often appear gentle, sweet, harmless, but don't be fooled. This is a slow bleed. You'll give and give and give until your tank is empty, and they'll still ask for more. This isn't cruelty, it's preservation. You can't pour into everyone. Not everyone wants to heal. Some just want to survive and drag you under with them. Detach. Wish them well, but do not offer your peace as a sacrifice. 11. The emperor of negativity. Every room they walk into feels colder. They shut down ideas, sabotage opportunities, even their own. They don't whisper doubts, they blast them like AFOGHORN.Y. Because your hope makes them uncomfortable. Your discipline threatens their decay. They don't believe in change, discipline, or growth. They call it realism, but it's fear in disguise. As James Clear wrote, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And the emperor of negativity has no system, just decay. Don't argue, don't convince, just exit and lock the door behind you. You might think negativity is just bad energy, but stay around it long enough, and it becomes the voice inside your head. 12. The Stoics' final warning. You can't control everything, but there's one thing you must defend at all costs, your mind. Stoicism isn't passive, it's fiercely aggressive in guarding mental clarity. This is your final warning, not from fear, But from awareness, we live in a world constantly shouting, be kind, be forgiving. Everyone deserves a second chance. But what they don't tell you is this: too much kindness becomes a weapon against yourself. Because not everyone needs a second chance. Some people simply need distance. You are the sum of what you allow in, the food you eat, the words you hear, and the people you let close. Modern Stoicism isn't soft. It's savage in protecting clarity. It's surgical in eliminating distractions. And most of all, it's unapologetic in cutting out people who are fire hazards in human form. Because you're building something sacred, a mind like a fortress, a life like a weapon dart, and that doesn't happen when your circle is full of emotional arsonists. Choose wisely. And never forget this: your vibe doesn't attract your tribe, your standards do. So, raise them, or be destroyed by the ones you lowered. Then thank you for watching this video until the end. If you found value in this journey through Stoicism and mental mastery, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.